to start with, as you can see from our slide, we're headquartered right here in Hartford, 81 years, so we were started back in 1939. We still have district offices scattered throughout our territory. We have an office in Dothan, an office in Sampson, an office in Ashford. Now, that's big news today in the modern world. If you live in this area, you realize that the investor-owned utility that services our area closed half of its offices in the last year or so. Some of our cooperative family nearby have either scaled back or are closing some of their offices for a good part of the month. But one thing I'll say about our board of directors and the leadership here is we think it's important that we have a physical presence that's accessible to our membership. So we're maintaining our 4 offices, and we love making it easy for you to do business with us online through the online services. But we're old-fashioned. Sometimes you just want to see somebody. Sometimes you just want to come in and face-to-face work through something. Or when you call, you want somebody that's your neighbor from the area answering the phone. One of my most frustrating experiences in the last year has been other utilities and other communication companies that I have had to deal with personally, and having to wait 30 or 40 minutes on the phone to get somebody to answer. And when they do, I find out they're in Nicaragua and they don't speak English. Now, that's what a for-profit business does. Why? Because the most important thing is that bottom line profit. An electric cooperative is owned by the membership. The most important thing we do is serve our members. So that physical presence is part of why we do that. So we're now at 25,000 meters, 18,000 members. As Ms. Donna said, it was a little bit over that, just over 18,000. 3,100 miles of line with 66 of us serving. And you can see from the U.S. map that we're in the southeast corner of Alabama. So my next slide, please. I like to show this slide once in a while because this is the zoom in to the southeast part of the state. And so you can see our territory. As you can see, we're mostly Houston and Geneva County. And in the pink that you see on the map here, that's your Wiregrass territory. You notice there's a green blotch, and that's Dothan Utilities. You'll notice some white blotches. Those are Alabama Power areas. But the first thing you'll notice is there's 91 miles east and west, 23 miles north and south, and we're on a 2,093 square mile footprint. That's a lot of territory. You might notice that Dothan is only 47 square miles. So immediately you begin to see what one of the differences is between a cooperative, a municipality, and an investor-owned utility. We have very low density spread out over a lot of miles, and that goes into our cost of service. That's the answer to a lot of questions we have about what it costs to serve you. Now, if you live in Houston County, 1 out of every 3 resident of Houston County is a member of the co-op. So we serve 1 out of 3 people in Houston County. If you live in Geneva County, more than 50% of the residents in Geneva County are served by the co-op. In addition, you'll notice on the very end of the system, we have 1,000 members in Covington County. We have 1,000 in Coffee County in that little splotch there. And then around 200 in Dale County. So that's who we are.